Have you ever wondered what everything around you is made of? The air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, and even our own bodies are made of tiny particles called atoms. But here's something interesting. Scientists did not always know what an atom looks like. Our understanding of the atom changed over time as different scientists conducted experiments and proposed different atomic models. Today, let's travel through time and discover how our understanding of the atom evolved. 1. Democritus, the idea of the atom. More than 2,000 years ago, a Greek philosopher named Democritus suggested that if you keep dividing matter into smaller and smaller pieces, eventually you will reach a tiny particle that can no longer be divided. He called these particles atomos, which means indivisible. Although Democritus did not have scientific evidence at that time, his idea became one of the earliest concepts about atoms. 2. John Dalton, the solid sphere model. In the early 1800s, John Dalton developed the first scientific atomic theory. He described atoms as tiny solid spheres, similar to tiny billiard balls. This became known as the solid sphere model. Dalton believed that atoms of different elements are different from one another and that atoms combine to form compounds. However, later discoveries showed that atoms are actually made of smaller particles. So scientists continued investigating. 3. J.J. Thomson, the Plum pudding model. In 1897, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron, a tiny particle with a negative charge. This discovery proved that atoms were not indivisible after all. Thomson proposed the Plum pudding model. Imagine a positively charged sphere with negatively charged electrons scattered throughout it, like tiny pieces mixed into a pudding. But scientists still wondered, where is the positive charge actually located? 4. Ernest Rutherford, the nuclear model. Ernest Rutherford conducted the famous gold foil experiment. He discovered that most of the atom is actually empty space. At the center of the atom is a tiny, dense, positively charged region called the nucleus. This led to the nuclear model of the atom. Rutherford showed that the atom is not a solid ball. Instead, most of its mass is concentrated in the tiny nucleus, while electrons are found outside it. But there was still another question. How are the electrons arranged around the nucleus? 5. Niels Bohr, the Bohr model. In 1913, Niels Bohr proposed that electrons move around the nucleus in specific energy levels or shells. You can imagine these energy levels as different paths around the nucleus. Electrons can move from one energy level to another by gaining or losing energy. This became known as the Bohr model. However, later scientists discovered that electrons do not actually move in simple, fixed circular paths. 6. James Chadwick, the neutron. In 1932, James Chadwick discovered the neutron, a particle with no electrical charge. Like protons, neutrons are found inside the nucleus. Chadwick's discovery helped explain the mass of the atom and gave scientists a more complete understanding of the nucleus. After this discovery, scientists understood that the nucleus contains protons and neutrons, while electrons are found outside the nucleus. 7. The modern quantum mechanical model. Today, scientists use the quantum mechanical model, also called the electron cloud model. According to this model, we cannot determine the exact position of an electron at every moment. Instead, we can identify the regions where an electron is most likely to be found. These regions are called electron clouds or orbitals. The modern model tells us that an atom has a nucleus containing protons and neutrons, electrons found in regions around the nucleus called electron clouds. Just like our understanding of the atom, our understanding of people can also change over time. Huwag mong husgahan ng isang tao sa unang tingin. Minsan, tulad ng atom, mas marami pa palang matutuklasan kapag pinag-aralan mo ng mabuti. Let's review the development of the atomic model. Democritus introduced the idea that matter is made of tiny particles called atoms. John Dalton proposed that atoms are tiny, solid spheres. J.J. Thomson discovered the electron and proposed the plum pudding model. Ernest Rutherford discovered the nucleus and proposed the nuclear model. Niels Bohr proposed that electrons occupy specific energy levels. James Chadwick discovered the neutron. Modern quantum mechanical model describes electrons as existing in regions of probability called electron clouds or orbitals. From the simple idea of an indivisible particle to the modern electron cloud, Our understanding of the atom has changed through experiments, discoveries, and scientific evidence. And this is what makes science exciting. Our knowledge can continue to grow as we discover new evidence. I'm Ma'am Hugot, reminding you that every big discovery begins with curiosity. So keep asking, keep exploring, and keep learning. See you in our next lesson.